Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all having an awesome holiday season. For those of you guys who wrote us a Christmas card or wanted us to send you one, they are in the mail. I got them in a little bit late, but you should be getting it very soon. For today's video, we're going to do stuff a little bit different. We're actually going to make a recipe from the new Forks Over Knives cookbook called Flavor. So if you guys haven't seen this is the newest Forks Over Knives recipe book. Flavor features whole food plant-based recipes from all around the world. It's just such a unique cookbook, and I'm really excited to make this. So we're gonna make the crunchy hash brown waffles tonight. You're not gonna find the recipe written out in the description box below. You're going to need to get a pen and paper and follow along and write it down. I don't wanna copyright this, so, you know, do your best to follow along and make it with me. Or buy the book. I'll have it linked below where you can buy it. Make the purchase. It's a perfect way to spend your Christmas money after you guys get it. It's on page 52 and it looks delicious. So I already have everything pre-measured and it looks relatively easy. You need a waffle maker. You're going to use your oven as well, and a food processor. And the only thing that I personally was unsure about, and full disclosure, I'm not like a perfect cook, you know, I'm still learning recipes and having fun and stuff, so I make mistakes as well. But on the recipe, it doesn't tell me if the potatoes should be cooked or not. So I'm assuming that you would do this raw, and then it'll cook in the waffle and in the oven whenever we go to do that, so that they'll be cooked through. I could be wrong. You could need 2 cups of cooked potatoes, but it doesn't say it on here, so I'm just gonna assume they're raw. But we're gonna get started. You need 2 cups of potatoes chopped. I did raw. I'll let you know how it works out towards the end if that's what you're supposed to do or not. 1 large of carrot that's peeled and chopped. I have that right here. You also need, and I'm looking at the cookbook for what we need, 3 ounces of green cabbage, which is around 6 tablespoons of green cabbage. So I have that here as well. 3/4 cups of oat flour. You can take rolled oats and pulse them in a blender to make your own oat flour. It's really easy. Still keeps it whole food plant-based, but you just want it in a powder flour form. So that's really awesome. I always have rolled oats on hand, so far this is really simple with, you know, ingredients that I already had at home. In here I have 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper. So that's really easy. It does call for 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I did a teaspoon of miso. So this is the only thing I did different. I don't use salt when I cook, I use miso. So 1 teaspoon of miso. Or if you want to follow this, it's 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. We're gonna go with miso. And you need 1/2 cup of unsweetened, unflavored plant milk. So I just have almond milk that's unflavored, unsweetened right here. So that's all of our ingredients. It's pretty simple. Stuff I already had in my cupboard. I didn't have to go out and buy anything fancy, which is awesome. And what you're gonna do is we're gonna combine the potatoes in a food processor. We're going to combine the carrot and the cabbage. I love the smell of carrot. And cabbage. And we're going to food process this till all the vegetables are finely chopped. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys in a second. Once you have everything chopped, after I did it, I did notice that you need the potatoes to be uncooked. Just thinking about it being cooked, it would make it very soupy kind of. So definitely when you used uncooked potatoes, it just kind of clicked while we were putting it in the food processor and how it came out. But after you're done with this, you're gonna get a non-stick pan or skillet, and we're gonna cook the vegetable mixture for around 5 minutes until everything's nice and tender. So go ahead and get that out. Scoop your finely chopped, and you can see mine are very finely chopped. We're just gonna cook this for 5 minutes till everything's nice and tender. I'm not gonna add anything to my skillet. I'm not adding vegetable broth or water. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. I'm not gonna leave it alone. And I'm just gonna cook it for around 5 minutes on medium heat, just constantly kind of moving it around. So I will see you guys after I have everything nicely cooked kind of through, and then we'll get ready to put it in our waffle maker. But So far, everything was really easy, and that little hiccup about the potatoes being cooked or not was fine after I saw the mixture come together that yes, they should be uncooked. But like I said, you know, sometimes you read a recipe wrong and you make mistakes, but thank goodness for this one. Crisis averted. I was following what I'm supposed to be doing. So I will see you guys in a second once everything is nice, well combined. But again, everything is chopped up. You can't really see any big chunks of anything, minus a little bit of the carrot. But the potatoes and cabbage and even the carrot are very much nicely well combined and chopped up. So we're gonna go heat this. I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. Or quicker, because I'm not gonna include the cook time. You just want to cook it till all the vegetables are nice and tender, and that was around 5 minutes, but this is the mixture. It's done, so I'm going to place this aside for a second. In a bowl, you want to mix in your wet ingredients. So it says combine flour, garlic powder, onion powder, baking powder, salt, pepper in a medium bowl. So flour. This is all of our seasonings and baking powder and everything in here I've already well combined. Our salt is going to be miso, so I'm going to put that in as well. Give that a nice little mix up. The miso will start to like kind of evaporate whenever you put the milk in. And then we're going to add in the milk as well. So far this has been a pretty easy recipe, and it won't be like as polished as some of my other ones because again, I've never made this before, so I'm kind of learning as I go with you guys. But so far so good. If you guys like these kind of videos, let me know. Maybe I'll make a different recipe from the book. But I really like this one so far. I'm already thinking about when can I make this again? Should I make these for Christmas morning? I don't know, because it's so far, the ingredients are very, very nice. The flavors smell so good, and pretty excited to make it into a waffle. So now that's well combined, and we're gonna add in our mixture into this bowl as well now. So it is pretty easy. I mean, didn't take that long to do all this. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up really well, get a nice mini arm workout. And then I'm gonna heat up our waffle iron. Now you can make these into patties. It does have another section to make them into patties and cook them. I did say we were gonna need the oven. You can put these on a baking sheet to keep warm while you're making all of them so they all come out nice and warm. Or if you make them into patties, you're gonna need to bake them. We are going to make them into my waffle pan because who doesn't love waffles? And I just think that sounds fun instead of a patty. But it's optional. Like if you make your waffles and you don't mind microwaving them or heating them up after, or you don't mind having them when they come out, you're not going to make, you know, you're going to make them slower, then you don't need the oven right away. So I think this is a great recipe so far. Let's see how it tastes. This is a very savory breakfast, which I used to be more of a sweet person, but now I've been lately into more savory things, so I think this is great. And for all of you guys that did breakfast for dinner or want this for a dinner option or lunch, I think this is great and really, really easy. Every ingredient I already had here, I didn't have to buy anything like special for it, which is great. And you could have your kids help or a family member help with the mixing part, or get a little arm workout in yourself. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's pretty well combined. I have it all right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go heat up my waffle iron. It says to put a ½ cup of the mixture into your waffle iron in the middle. So that's what I'm gonna go do, right in the middle. It's not really like, you know, you don't have to do anything fancy for this. I'm not gonna spray any oil or anything. It's just gonna be the mixture onto a hot waffle pan or waffle maker, and I'm just gonna make sure it's really, really hot. Wait for that green button to come on. Put a half a mixture in, press down, I'm gonna wait until it doesn't stick anymore. So, you know, if you pull up and it still sees your waffle is still stuck to it, you need to put it back down and give it a couple more minutes. It should just come off really easily from your waffle maker. So I will see you guys when I make my very first waffle. Wish me luck. Waffles are all finished. They look and smell amazing. I'm already planning out when to make these next, and I haven't even tried them yet. Look how awesome they look. And I love that you probably can make these with sweet potatoes, purple cabbage, totally so many different vegetables. This has been such a great recipe out of the Flavor Cookbook. Like I said, I won't have any of the description ingredients labeled below. You had to just rewatch the video, write down all the measurements, but this was really easy. It's on page 52 to 54. And it just is so yummy. They did call for a sour cream tofu that you can put on top, or applesauce, however you want, sauerkraut, whatever you want to put on top. You could put some sriracha, however you want to dish this up is totally optional. I just made the waffle version, which looks very much like that. I think I did a pretty good job. Comparable, yes. And you can keep these in the oven to keep them warm. It says 350 degrees till they're heated through. Totally optional if you guys want to serve them all warm. They smell so good. It does refrigerate the waffles in a sealed container for up to 5 days to store, or you can freeze them up to a month. So you can make these ahead. They are so good. My cheeks are so rosy from being over the waffle maker when I filmed that little part of the up close part. So my cheeks are a little bit warm. So I'm going to go and probably go outside. It is like 30 degrees here in Pittsburgh this week. So I'm going to go cool off. And before I go, I'm going to try one of these guys for you. They're so pretty. I don't even want to mess them up, but they smell so good. So good. I love the carrots in there as well, and you can see that you can see carrots if you were here and could see them up close. But I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a lovely Christmas or holiday or whatever holiday you celebrate. If you guys asked me to send you a Christmas card, they're on the way. I got them out a little bit late, so keep your eye out on the mail. Make sure you like this video, share with a friend, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. But this recipe was such a win from that cookbook. I'll have the cookbook link that you can buy the cookbook below. Again, that's the Forks Over Knives Flavor Cookbook. It just came out, and I'm totally going to make these again. Maybe for Christmas Day brunch. I don't know. Stay tuned. But I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.